get set up. Gotta get her set up. ¿Qué pasa, patrón? ¿Qué estás haciendo, vale? Vamos al pinche mall, güey. No trabajo hoy. Cuidado en el pinche mall. Yo sé. Ustedes están locos en la pinche mall, ¿vale? Están pinches locos. It would be nice to have a wiper, but we don't really have a wiper. No más pinches problemas. Sí tenemos un problema, vale. No mames. That's annoying. No way. This estás bien, way. What's everybody doing today? I wish it would stop raining so that the window would not be so goddamn blurry. Not much I can do about it. We're pulling out pine trees. Down she goes, folks. Rick's Gaming. Hey, my cherry dude, how things going, buddy? Welcome back. We're back pulling trees out today. We decided we're gonna move our deer fence to another place, so now we're out here taking out some rows of pine trees. What's going on with you? I wanted to break this in half. But it's not breaking. So, that's too bad. Might need to get a chainsaw out here. Nothing special today. Got to have breakfast with the little one at school today because she's late due to dental visit. Nice. Hey, those extra times spent are nice. Those extra time spent are nice. Come on now. There we go. Got her down. What's everybody up to? So last time I saw you before was the election. Can't wait to see how things go the next 4 years. Yes. Yes, things have happened. Good things. Good things have happened. I guess good things for some people. I don't know. So other people aren't very happy. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? Can't do too much about it. Can't lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. Oh, that's the truth. That is the truth. Yeah, so we're back to ripping out trees. I'm not sure what I was doing last time, but I've been spending the last week just ripping up the orchard, getting ready to plant. We're planting cherries on Monday. But in the meantime, we got a rainy day, so we got a rainy day job. Hector! What's up, my friend? Python. Python. You know, it'd be nice if this machine had a wiper. But it doesn't. I like the view. A little bit different view. We were getting kind of bored sitting over there. We got our first real snow today. Peyton. How much snow is your first real snow? It needs to stop sprinkling so I can see what I'm doing better. Some branches over here. Get some of these. Oh, sometimes it's nice to have a good rainy day every once in a while, you know? We were lacking in those for a bit. Well, it sucked for most of the day, not even measurable. Well, that's just annoying. Those are just the worst. All right. So we're here, now we're gonna go, why did I have a fast? We're gonna go we're gonna wiggle our way up here into the middle. We're gonna wiggle here. We're gonna try and get this big, we're gonna try and get one of these down. Not even measurable amount of snow. Is it even a good snow then? Just wet and nasty? The ground's not even cold enough for it to even matter? It does smell nice and piney though, nice and fresh. Nice and fresh. Will it stick? It stuck for most of the day. Okay, but when the ground's not hard enough. Let's pull down the trees, folks. We got slush. A few people already crashed. It is funny how people seem to forget how they're supposed to drive in the winter when the first snow shows up. That's also very funny. Blows my mind. It's so true. It happens here too. You'd think we live up here in northern Michigan where it's consistently snowy all winter. What are we doing? These people don't know. And they just don't know how to drive the first time it happens. It's pretty crazy. This guy's holding on by a thread. This side. Timber! It's going down. Uh-oh. We landed on a small tree. That one might fall onto somebody. Or onto a tree. Something. Something, not somebody. There's nobody out here. I'm a California native, been here in Oregon for almost 20 years, never once crashed in the snow, knock on wood. Could be on your way home today. Could happen. I put a couple trucks in the ditch when I was younger. I had a two-wheel drive Chevy S10. I put that in the ditch on the highway because I was just driving too fast, like I was a professional driver. I crashed that sucker, had to get towed out. Getting rain in Oakland. We're getting rain here in Michigan. It's a nice surprise. Everybody's getting rain. Heck yeah. We'll probably pick this up now. We got a big enough stack of leftover goodies. There's my stack. This is where I've been stacking all this. So we're just taking out pine trees bit by bit here. Why take trees out? And what was their job before? We're taking these trees out because we're going to put up a deer fence around this property line. So we are taking these pine trees out in order to not lose a lot of ground with our fence because of the way the angle of the property line. All of these trees were planted in the past to act as like a green belt, a barrier between the orchard and houses and property lines, so that people don't get mad when we are taking care of our trees. A little bit of privacy, but we own the land right behind these trees, so we're just gonna take them out. So we have plenty of room for our deer fence that we put up. Putting that up later this fall. That's why. And this line has 2 rows of them here, so kind of taking out 2 trees at a time as we go. We're just trying to break them in half because they're a little too long. I couldn't imagine waking up and people working in a beautiful field and be mad. Hey, a lot of people like their privacy and they have issues with everything that they do. There's some Karens that might ring a bell. Definitely some Karens out there. It's more the potential chemicals that people get upset about. Everyone likes walking and trespassing in the orchard when it suits them. But when they have to look at something they don't want to, it's funny how fast people get upset about it. It is funny how fast people get mad. Or when you put a fence up, people really care about what you're doing on your property and have an opinion on what you should be doing. You know, instead of just saying, hey, you know, I should have maybe bought the land myself if I didn't want someone to do something with it. But no. Not quite how it works. I was just going to ask of that. How do you deal with people helping themselves? Usually, especially during deer season, which starts, rifle season starts tomorrow. We just ask them what they're doing here, and a lot of the time they'll say, so-and-so gave me permission. But usually that so-and-so is maybe even passed away or hasn't worked on the farm in like 10 years. So you know they're just full of it. But a lot of people love walking their dogs. And usually we don't have a problem with it until they say that they have a problem. Like, hey, this guy in this tractor looked at me funny. Well, what were you doing? I said, well, I was right in front of him when he was trying to work. Oh, that makes sense. You say, oh, well, that makes sense. I think we can get this tree more out of the way now. We'll carry it down here out of the way. We've got about 40 of these things to take out. Not sure we're going to get it all done in one day, but we can try. So first thing I like to do when I'm pulling these trees out is kind of work my way around the trunk. I kind of want to break up the biggest roots. I want to kind of break those up and keep them from holding the tree in place. Usually try to go for both sides, and then I'll push it and kind of see where the other roots are. They can tell kind of by the way it's pulling on the machine that there's something down there. I like to try and keep the topsoil separate if I can. Try to put that back on top. Keep the sandy stuff down low. It's a pretty simple process. Roots. I say roots. I don't know if that's a Midwest thing. You guys say roots, R-O-O-T-S? I guess I know that's how you spell it. That's not how I say it. Routes, trucking routes. I say roots, roof, like the roof of a house, roof, instead of roof. I can't be the only one. Come on. I think it's a Midwest thing. I don't want that to fall. I want that to go under me. Let's see if we can get it in. I just call them the goddamn tree things. Yeah, it's true. Watch out, folks. Timber. Splash. Well, not really splash. There's no water, but the tree is down. Then I like to pick the root ball up a little bit. We gotta drop it. Give it a couple shakes. Root. The root ball. We want to get as much of the dirt out because we're gonna go ahead and light these on fire when they dry out. And that really doesn't help the fire grow when it hits a bunch of sand. More or less puts it out. So that's our goal. What I need to do is break some of these limbs off. And I need to try and snap the tree in half up front here. It's almost broken. Come on. you're micro aggressing the tree bigot. Hey, just taking it out. You're not going to try and sell any of that lumber. No, we're not. Nope, we're going to set it on fire. I can't believe the end of this tree won't break off. There it goes. Nope, we are not going to be selling any of the wood. It's just too much of a pain in the butt for us. I'm surprised you don't have people beating your door down for the wood. No. It's funny that there's multiple comments in a row about that. Nope, not a lot of people want this. It's just white pine, so. Usually people are too mad that we're doing this job to even talk to us. They get so mad. Oh, you're changing the tree. You're changing the whole tree line of the area. Well, yeah, that's the thing. Burnt piles are the best. Yes. When this dries out, I mean, you can already see how tall it is. This is going to be a great fire to light up one day, grab a case of beer, and just kind of chill and just watch the fire. I mean, it's going to get hot. They definitely get hot. While they live in a concrete jungle. That's right. That's right. I wish it would stop raining again. Sorry if the windshield's all blurry because it's raining and I don't have a wiper. They burn for like a week, 2 weeks. Yes. These are big trees and big root balls, so it does takes a bit to get them to burn all the way down. They definitely stay hot, that's for sure. They definitely stay hot. So for anybody watching, this is not my normal job. This is a kind of like a side gig where we're doing on the side because we are farmers. We farm apples and cherries is what I do on this YouTube channel. But sometimes that includes doing some fun shit, like taking out big trees. We're putting up a new fence to protect our trees that we're going to be planting on Monday. Cherries, sorry. We planted apples this Monday. Next Monday, we're planting cherries. So we need to put up a new fence in order to protect that because deer will eat the trees all the way down to nothing and essentially kill them, which is no bueno. Soil looks sandy. Yes. Yes, that is our soil type. Sandy, what is it? Loamy sand or sandy loam. Very sandy, lighter soils up here in northern Michigan where we're at. That is a normal thing. And it looks extra sandy because it's just so dry underneath. We've been getting a lot of rain, but it's really only saturated like the top 6 to 8 inches. So that's really not that. It's not that wet, so it looks extra bright, but it's not that much sand really. It's not like fill sand. It does look like that though. Now that I'm looking at it through the camera, it kind of looks like I'm just digging at the beach with a toy. Ours is the same. Hard to grow anything on besides sagebrush. Yeah, we still grow a lot of stuff in our sandy soil. Actually, certain varieties of apples like the sand. So we can grow our sandier soil grows a better Honeycrisp apple. So, which works out because we just planted some Honeycrisp. It's our second different variety of Honeycrisp we planted. We have a Premier Honeycrisp, which is a royalty Honeycrisp that we pay royalties on when we planted them. We planted another variety. The burn will make the soil even better. Yes, it's the carbon. carbon. You see it in the orchard, even after multiple years of having the orchard vacant, when we go plant cherries and you can kind of still see it in the soil. The areas where the burn piles were, the trees usually grow significantly faster and bigger, quicker, which is obviously a result of all of the organic material that was burnt, tied up, and fried. I wonder if excuse me, an apple tree would be something I can grow in the yard now. Never thought about it. You know, it's going to require some watering, but you can get apple trees just about anywhere, I believe. They sell them all the time at our Home Depot. And cherry trees. This tree's so small, we're just going to be able to just push this one right over. And then we'll kind of, once we get the thumb out of the way, get behind it and scoop out the back side of the root ball. Well, I'm on a well. Water's free. I love that. Have it free. I don't know how people do it in the city. Even in the township here where we live, my mom lives in town there, and she says her water bill can be over like $300 a month or something like that. And I said, water bill? What are we talking about here? We're talking about getting charged for air too? Jeez. I've always had a well. It's the way to go. You can plant it right over where the septic leaches. That is some good fertilizer right there. Hella good fertilizer. I'll call them the brown apples. I don't know. His apples always taste shitty. I don't know why. That would be something, huh? Oh, it's so bouncy. Move from spot to spot here. That's very funny. For the apple planting video, that'll be out on Sunday. I did get some footage of us planting. We did 18,000 apple trees in about 8 hours is what we did. Planting about 52, more or less. It just depends on the speed we were going. Sometimes, at one point I was counting, we were doing 52 trees a minute. That'll be out on Sunday if you guys want to know how a commercial fruit farm plants its trees. We did that. And I just got done with an interview with a John Deere dealership sponsoring not this week's video, but the week after that. So I did an interview with one of their people, and I was doing that earlier right before this. So we got some big things coming up, so make sure you're subscribed for more farming fun. Big things coming up, big things. But right now we're working on pulling out pine trees. 52 trees a minute. Toby, welcome. Yes, 52 trees in a minute. We're planting 2 rows at a time. 2 rows at the same time. So that is pretty neat to get that kind of volume done in one time. That's for sure. So you'll have to check that out if you are interested in that. Yes. How's it going today? It's going good. We're trying to stay warm. We've been bouncing around doing a lot of different stuff today, but finally getting settled back in here on the machine, and working on taking some trees out. Yes. We had John Deere was out updating our tractor's guidance system, and we did a little interview for the cherry planting video that's coming up, where we highlight some of the equipment that we use from them. So that's what I was doing. And now we're back here, getting ready to take some trees out. Continuing to take some trees out. We're using a Hitachi 160. It's pretty old, pretty clapped out. It is very worn out. That's what I mean when I say clapped. Very worn out. Old. Very clapped out and old. But this tree's bigger than the last one, so we're gonna have to dig around it. This is kind of what I like to do, is start digging on the edges. Try and pull some edges, some roots up. Separate them from the shorter ones, just so the tree doesn't have as much strength as we try and pull on it. Well, push. This one we're going to push, just because of where it's at. Oh! Will the fence have a cover on it? Figured help the weeds and the bugs. No, the fence is just going to be metal. It's like a lighter type of metal. Very easy to install, but it keeps the deer out. It has different spacings at the top and at the bottom. It's smaller at the bottom to try and keep rabbits and other small rodents out. And then the gaps at the top are much bigger. And that's obviously just to keep deer out. That's our main goal. Oh, you son of a gun. No touch. No touch, folks. No touch. No touch. Does anyone here have any tree removal experience? I don't know if this is how the professionals do it, but I'm most definitely not a professional. I'm just a farmer with some part-time tree removal experience. This thing won't go. We need to break more roots. Must be scared of the deer. Toby, when deer showed up at your job, and when they showed up at your job, you lost money, would you be scared of them? When deer show up in our orchard, they're usually eating shit, which means your tree is not growing, it's getting damaged. So yeah, you could say we're scared of them. We're trying to protect our investment here. That's really our goal. Broken a few rear ends in my time. I've seen a couple. Okay, we have 3/4 of this tree is now uncovered. Let's see if she's gonna move anymore. Still doesn't want to move. Wow. We may have to readjust. Oh, you've pulled a few trees in your time. Yes, that's what we're doing here. I'm not sure it's how the pros do it. That's how I do it. I gotta make this a little flatter so the machine can stay. So we can stay a little more balanced when we're over here pushing. gotta be one more big root holding on, because it's still pretty darn sturdy. Wow, that's wild. She's still holding on tight, boys. Wow. It's just like the slightest, it's just like raining the slightest amount. Just constantly keeping this freaking windshield just a little bit wet. Yeesh. Constantly keeping it a little bit wet. That's just what we want, really. Well, we're trying to get these trees out. Oh, I can feel a little tension right there. There must be a little road there. It's stuck. Even though it's raining, even though it's wet. There we go. Still some dusty ass sand. Look at that. It will quit soon. It's been saying that all day, but I'm not seeing it. It did stop for a little bit today, though. Wow. Still. That means there's just got to be one thing left up here on this side. Whatever it is, it's right there. See that root? That mofo. We finally got it, I think. Maybe a little bit more in there. Come on. I don't get it. I wonder if it's got something sticking straight down. It just wants to pull the machine every time. I guess we're just gonna pull half the tree off. I guess we'll just make it lighter each time, huh? Where are you located? Shirley Welch. Where are you located? This is Michigan. This is Michigan. In the United States, if you're not from the States. I can't imagine what else is holding this tree in, but it's putting up a fight, folks. It's putting up a good fight. But we're gonna try and beat it. We're gonna try and beat it. We're gonna try a little higher up on the push. Better leverage. Here we go. Here we go. She's just balancing. Just right. Here we go, folks. Timber! You got it. Winding. Winding. One down. We got all these behind the bucket to go. You're in Leavenworth, Kansas. Wow. Well, welcome all the way from Kansas. We're taking out pine trees, specifically this line here behind the bucket, boom, stick, whatever you want to call it. I forget which one's which. We are clearing out property lines because we're going to be planting cherry trees on Monday, and we're going to put a fence around that farm. But in order to do the fence, we need to make sure that the path is clear around the property line. So that's what we're doing here. Taking trees out so we can add our fence in. We're not in Kansas anymore. That's the truth. Who said that? Was that Dorothy? Ooh, we're kind of on the verge of tipping. There we go. Is that a little Wizard of Oz out there? Kind of got to get rotated over a little bit here. A lot of pine in this area. A lot of pine. Haha. Correct me up. What'd I say this time? I say a lot of stuff. Oh, okay. We are getting close. This guy's got a little house over here. A little, I don't know what it is. A hunting blind, maybe? Wizard of Oz? I thought that was funny. Only one laugh out there in the crowd. One laugh. Tough crowd on a rainy Thursday. Tough crowd. This guy's got an old car on the property line. I might have to push it. Should I just pick his car up and move it? That would be something with it. I want this to break, please. Easy now, easy. I want that to snap in half. She's crunching. David, hey, cherry farm guy. Yeah, that's me, I guess. You could say that. You can call me that. The cherry farm guy. Maybe I should have made that my channel name instead of Homes and Stones. The cherry farm guy. It's like when you run into your favorite actor somewhere and you're like, hey, you're this person. But then that's not really their name, that's just the name of their character. Probably sucks when you're a celebrity. I saw the excavator and I knew it was you. That's funny. We've done about 15 lives since then, and this is the first day in like 2 weeks I've ran this machine. But I love that you're back. You see, hey, a guy recognizes the orange arm anywhere. He knows. Gotta get you a hat that says the cherry farm guy. I have now reached the level of monetization on YouTube where I can start selling merchandise from my own store. So maybe I gotta get some merch. Would you guys buy some hats, some t-shirts? I might have to put some of that into, wow, this thing's heavy. I might have to get some merchandise made. I gotta get some dirt off of this root ball. Holy, it's heavy. I should be able to get some Homes and Stones merchandise. If the shipping is from the USA, probably not. Otherwise, hell yeah. Where are you from? You gotta get more of this dirt busted up. Holland, Michigan. No. Is this farm yours? The Netherlands. Oh, now that is far away. Yes, the shipping would be from the United States here. Unfortunately, because that's where I'm from. Is this my farm? Whoa, we're tipping. Hello. That was scary. Bunker branding would be a good choice for your merch items. Veteran owned in the USA. Oh, that's a good idea. And it was just Veterans Day, so thank you for your service, anybody out there that's served anywhere. I'll have to look into them. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know how many subscribers we're at now. Last I checked, we were at almost 1,500 subscribers. I'm not sure if that's gone up or not, but I'm not sure. If we can get enough people that are interested in some merchandise, I'd probably go out and look at putting some of that together. Veteran owned. That is a look. We got a lot of dirt here. We gotta get this dirt back in the hole. We froze for a minute. USA, yes, this is the United States. Welcome in, welcome. That would get merged with poems and stones on it. Can anybody here tell me what a poem and a stone is and how it relates to my channel? Does anybody know why? Does anybody know? Gotta find yourself an IT computer guru, dude, to set you up a shop, shipping and stuff. Won't have to come from you when you outsource it to someone like Bunker Branding. It's a bridge across eventually. Yes, it would be nice to just kind of just have someone who makes the shirts and sells them, and once the orders get placed, they just go to them and then they take care of it. But this is just a small startup YouTube channel here. We're only 6 months, 7 months in. So we'll see where it goes. I've seen a lot of great support so far. So really encouraging stuff from people in the industry and also locals, family, friends. So that's really encouraging. Keep the process up, getting some looks from sponsors. We have our very first sponsored video coming up next week. So right before Thanksgiving, the Sunday before Thanksgiving, we'll air our very first sponsored video. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff happening. A lot of good stuff. And it's all, and I wouldn't be able to do any of it without the folks on the other end of the screen watching, like yourselves. If you didn't stop in, make the comments, subscribe to the channel, watch the videos, none of it would be possible. So give yourselves a good pat on the back. Smooth, easy to digest. And you farm cherries. Everybody loves cherries. Yes. Talk about your job. Yeah. That's about all I have to talk about. I mean, sure, there's other stuff you can talk about, but it's easier to do this for sure when there's comments. You guys say stuff, make comments, ask questions. Sure makes the afternoon go by a hell of a lot quicker, that's for sure. That is for sure. The only thing is my phone battery disappears like in the blink of an eye. I need to find a better way to live stream mobily that's not from my phone. But I also need to be able to connect to the internet because I'm always outside. But an iPad is just too big and bulky to just carry around everywhere. So I guess I'm kind of stuck with my phone unless I buy like a second phone. That would be interesting. But I don't really need two phones. What's that one song? Someone look that up. Two phones. I think it's by Kevin Gates. I got two phones, one for the plug. Yes, I forgot about the power bank. I think we talked about this last time. I probably should have one of those, but I don't. I even tried to have it plugged into the GPS on the tractor, but I think that it just doesn't put out enough output to charge. So when I was live streaming yesterday, the tractor holds enough to, or that GPS display puts out enough power to like keep your phone right where it's at, but not to gain any ground back. So I guess it's not too bad. Get yourself one of them small jump starters. They have a USB port, and you can jump start a cold diesel. Hey, I wouldn't be. I'd be lying if I told you I've never been out in the snow in the winter getting ready to go plow and my truck not start for some reason. I guess that was more the old days. My diesel truck now has two batteries, so I usually don't have any problems with it. It makes a difference having the two batteries, though. I'll tell you that. We're kind of in a hole. I need to fill that in somehow. Even like my depth perception's off because there's dirt and shit on the window. I'm gonna have to wipe that off. I can see out of the door better than I can see out of the window. I feel like that's a problem, don't you? Alright, hold on. We gotta fix this. I cannot believe how dry it is, even though the rain we've had. I know it, Toby. I'm telling you. Down underneath the soil, it's plenty wet. In the top 6 inches. I don't know if that's any better or not, but 6 to 8 inches. 6 to 8 inches is great. Had a truck battery die on me out in the mountains working. Tow truck guy showed up with a battery, power jumped the starter, the size of the phone, and I laughed, and he laughed. The truck started right up. Wow. Those are the real deal. Oh, I thought that was my machine beeping, but there's some guys doing some power, some utility work. Oh no, the neighbors. I think the neighbor's watching me. There's too much pressure. I'm not used to people watching me work. Just kidding. You guys do it every day. Whoops, that's a little too close because we just ripped half that tree apart. That's okay. We are watching you. Yes, that was part of the joke. I don't like it when people watch me work, but I literally put myself out there for people just to watch me work, specifically to watch me work. That's kind of funny. You know, and I'm not necessarily saying I know everything about what I'm doing, or I'm the best at it, because I'm certainly not. I just like to go out here and just show people what we do on a cherry farm. Simply. Not try and overcomplicate it, just kind of slowly talk our way through what we're doing and why we do certain things. Have a cigarette lighter in the machine to charge your phone. Our tractor cigarette lighter does not work in that tractor. And I asked for it to get fixed, and they said, there's no smoking in the tractor, so we're not going to fix it. I'm pretty sure that was a joke, but nonetheless. I think those went extinct. Not in our tractors. I don't even know if there's one. Oh, there's a hole for one in this machine, but it's been punched through and snapped off, just like the cup holder. I feel like they are a thing of the past. I have a 2017 Chevy truck, and I have a multiple just USB ports in the truck, as well as a actual plug, like from your house. An actual plug from a house. Like I could just plug a regular wall charger in my truck, which is pretty sick. All right, folks. So what we don't want to do is push this tree so far it goes into the cherry orchard. We don't want it to break the trees behind it. So we got to keep it tight. If it ain't tight, it ain't right, boys. And we got her. If it ain't tight, it ain't right. Should put that on a t-shirt. I feel like that's applicable in so many different ways. However way you want it to apply. Brake, brake, brake. Come on. Doesn't want to brake. But we can't leave it right here in the way, so we're gonna... Some dude will be offended. Dude, somebody's already offended. I'm hoping that the cancel me culture has has made its way out. I'm thinking that people have started to realize exactly what that was. I did have a terrifying dream that I got caught peeing outside, and I got put on the sex offender list, and then my YouTube, and then I got canceled, and I wasn't doing YouTube anymore. That was a tough. I woke up in a shock that morning. That was a tough. That was a. I tell you what, I've never been happier to wake up. That was a good time to wake up. That was trouble for me. That was troublesome. Bro, that's real shit. I've met people with that as a reality. That's so crazy. I was at like a country concert, like a big country festival, and everyone was kind of just walking to the woods to pee because they had like, I forget what the ratio. It was a terrible ratio of porta-johns to people. And so you go over there and you like, of course, no one ever gets in line when you don't have to go. You get in line when you're like about to piss your pants. And so people were waiting in line for too long. So they were saying, the cops at the festival were telling people, if you're peeing in the woods, we're gonna get you with public indecency. And I was like, really? That was wild. That is a tough reality for some people, I would imagine. That's tough to wake up to that. Tough to wake up to that. What's everybody doing today? Since 97 of you guys watching me pull the pine trees out. You must be terribly busy. Terribly busy today. There's some roots. We'll pull those out. We'll stack those up. make a little separate stack. I can't imagine actually waking up and that had become a reality. I don't think I could do it. It's tough. Which is funny because being on the farm, just hanging at home watching a guy, wasn't at like a school? No, just drunk by a bar. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy unfortunate. I pee outside all the time on the farm. I feel like that's another reason to not have people trespassing on your orchard. You could just be minding your business, jump out of the tractor when you're mowing grass, take a quick leak, and then some Karens walking by, get you put on the list. Yikes. I watch you take the trees down, Toby says. What was going on at the fire department today? I saw some action when I left. Oh, what a great... Can anybody check and see if we've made it to 1,500 subscribers? We were 50... Nope, what were we? We were 30 people short to start the day to get to 1,500 subscribers. Somebody check, tell me what we're at. It might be down at the bottom of the screen, it might tell us. Did we get there? Are we going to get there today? .47. That means we haven't gained any. We were at 1.4, exactly 7 earlier today. 1,470. If you're watching this and you've been sticking around, go down below and smash that subscribe button. Help a brother out. Let's get to 1,500 today. Oh, so the tree's gonna push over. That should be the price of gas soon. Put that on a t-shirt. Oh, 1.47 for the 47th president. We like that too. It's applicable in so many ways. Wow, that root's in there. Got half that tree's down, but that root is just hanging out. We're just hanging out. I already did push the thumbs up button. Thank you. If you guys want to know a cool trick, you can double tap your screen and you'll see something that happens. We'll just check it out. I don't know. You have to see for yourself. Holy cow. Didn't think about that. Maybe I should just never get another subscriber so we could just live in this reality that we're in. 47. Bait. I did. I tried to bait you guys in, and actually, I lost a like, which means somebody did that. That's awful that you did that. It could have been edited. That's awful. You tub did that. Could have been edited. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Surely. It's awful that I did that. I goofed. Toby, get that back in there. God dang. You can't be taking those away. I want this to break off. There we go. We like to snap them in half first. We got to keep the size down so they're easier to move around because we're kind of in a tight spot. It is. I see that it's back. Thank you. I don't think she likes the way YouTube does the thumbs up. Oh. Well, that's lame. lame. That's no good. I like the way you do it. What's that? Try and trick people into it? Bait? A little clickbait? Hey, I'm not trying to be clickbait. I'm trying to be as real as I can. I think that's the point, right? We're just out here being ourselves, you know? Normally it used to be on the right side of the screen. Did they do an update? Is it somewhere else now, or you actually have to double click the screen? Is that the only way? I've never really paid attention to anyone else's live video before on YouTube, because I don't usually watch lives. Alright, we gotta get this choke out. Now you gotta double tap it or whatever. That's crazy. I didn't think, I don't know why they would change the physical like button. It seems like if it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? I think it's for the live feeds, maybe to declutter the screen. It's probably true. That is probably true. They should probably start trying to carry some of these trees back over there. I probably made a big enough mess, but yeah, there's probably a lot going on the live feed. Do you guys? Because on my screen I can see all of the comments recently, and it kind of stays on the screen all the time. Is that how it looks like for you? Can you read everyone's past comments? Takes up like the whole bottom third of my screen. Yes, sir. Well, that makes sense. They say when you make videos, especially the YouTube shorts, that you want to keep things off of the bottom of the screen just because of how much stuff, like the name, you want to keep things away from the right side and the bottom, because there's other words that YouTube puts up there that doesn't show up when you make the video, but it's also on there, which makes sense. There's a tree trunk in here that won't let go, please. Yep. Oh, still holding on. Stacking stuff up now, folks. That's broken. I guess we'll just do one at a time. How long do you burn this? A year? We have a guy who usually does the burning. He runs our cat loader, and this guy, he doesn't wait for nothing. If it can get lit on fire, he'll try it. He'll try multiple times before it actually fires up. He's an animal. But yes, this pine is so green that it's probably going to take a minute, I would imagine. It should take a little bit at a minimum, I think. Some people call it in and we have to go look at it. Call what in? guy who plays with fire. Wait, the guy who plays with fire is an animal. Yes, yes. And a lot of the time, when we know we're gonna go burn, we'll call the local fire chief and let them know that we are gonna be burning. This county is a little different, where agriculture can burn pretty much whenever they want, but we're also liable for any and all damages that come from our fire. So we always like to call, but that doesn't stop people from calling and saying that there's a problem. And people, like I'm sure Toby will tell you, and people really, they won't give up until a truck goes out and looks at it. Even if you guys know it's us and you know that we are pretty responsible when we do burn stuff. But nobody's happy unless somebody goes out and looks at it, until they see the fire department there, even though we're never doing anything wrong. A lot of junk right there. Try and pull some of it. God, we're just bouncing just awfully. I don't know how much bouncing around I can take. I'm gonna have to go back and start pulling trees out again. Yes, we're very respectful. We're respectful folks on the farm. We like to call and let you guys know. That way it's not a surprise. The guy that runs the department lives like 5 lots down from me. He's a nice guy, doesn't care what I burn as long as it ain't plastic trash. You know, people get fired up when stuff coming out of a fire is black. It's not a good look. It's not a very good look. And you can't really defend yourself. You know, when someone says, "Hey, what are you burning?" You go, "Oh, just wood." You say, "Really? Well, why is the smoke black? You can see it from a mile away." Oh, that's just it's that new special wood that I have here on my property. It's that special stuff. The worst is when people would put stuff on our burn piles. Like, we used to just have stacks of wood just kind of on top of a burn pile, just because we weren't ready to burn yet. People will they see that and they just want to come trespass, and they'll put mattresses, they'll put dressers, they'll put all kinds of stuff onto our piles, and you don't really know what it is. You don't know what it could be. A body, you never know. But then, you know, there's pieces of metal, there's rusty metal, there's nails, a lot of nails, and then those burn piles don't stay there forever. So then, you know, we'll drag a mower over it, drive over it with a tractor, and then all of a sudden, poof, we got flat tires. Why? Because people don't like to take care of their own trash and think that, you know, I can just put it on this farmer's land, on his burn pile, and he'll just take care of it. And I think that's a load of crap. But it's nice to be friends with your local authorities, you know? You never know what being a good friendly neighbor will do for you in the future. You never know. You just never know. Seriously though, if you guys have been watching me pull trees out for more than 10 minutes, you're clearly interested in what we're doing here. Smash that subscribe button. Help a brother out. We're trying to make some money, extra money here on the farm, so we can reinvest, live more comfortably. And it all starts with you individually. Yeah, that shit's annoying. The homeless camps do that to our forestry guys. That's funny. I watch a lot of YouTubers of grid building, buying property to build on. Ah, you're big into the investors. This is our own land, but we are kind of making investment to protect it. So I guess it's the same thing. I guess it's a similar situation. But it's farming. This is what you usually see. Usually I'm driving tractors, doing stuff like that. So this is a bit of a special job that doesn't happen often. Timber! Down she goes, folks. Likes trees instead of his houses instead of people. That's right. And your neighbor just got evicted, so your extra neighborhood. At least that's what I heard. I'm trying to spread rumors, but I heard that from multiple sources. Felt my house shake, Toby says. I don't think so. I'm further away this time. Toby's property has been right smack in the middle of pretty much all of the projects I've been doing for the last like 3 months. Toby gets the inside scoop. There we go. See that? We wanted that to break. Perfect. So now I'll put that one on top of this one. He got booted and the guy owned it is selling it. I saw that. It's up for cheap too. $180K for a house in this area is cheap, but it has to do with the condition of the residence. That is for sure. You got the boot. That's what happens when you don't pay your property taxes. Some guy scooped it for cheap. From California or something, out of town. But I don't know the whole story. I don't want to spread anything that's not quite true. I've never had any problems with your neighbor. He's a nice guy. Used to work for the farm. The stack's getting big. We might have to start a second burn pile. We still have hella houses to go. I'll fill you in. I gotta get the deeds. Gotta get the deets. Get the details in. This is a big one. I think this is one of the bigger trees here. But it's kind of stuck. I think it's because I put another tree on top of it. That'll be the telltale symbol. Hold on. Yeah, this is that root ball that's got a bunch of dirt in it. I'm going to put this one at the bottom. What do you think? It's 3:07 here. I think we're going to do about maybe another hour's worth of live stream. It's probably good for the day, huh? As long as I don't get a phone call. Every time I get a phone call, it messes my phone up. Then the live stream freezes. So if you're watching, don't call me. I don't want to talk to you right now. Oh man. So now we're just making our way back over. This stuff a little further away. don't really like driving back and forth so much. It's tough on the machine. See if I can drag this over. All right, let's go back and pull some more trees out. Some more exciting stuff. Yeah, stop here quick, thumb through. Try and find any roots that are hanging out still. Complicated. Drop the dirt off. Grab the roots. Grab the tree, move the trees. We definitely got to backfill these holes in so we can keep driving, keep tracking our way that way. So I'm going to try and I'll just thumb that around, push that in there. I don't think it matters how many times I push the pedals with my feet to move the machine forward and back. I almost always go the wrong way, even though I've been driving it for all day today. It's like when I got an end wrench and I gotta turn something. I always turn it the wrong way every time, the first time. It's sad. You think you got it figured out. Alright, we're almost done grabbing the scraps here. Once we get a path with the tracks, we'll buzz down and start putting up these last couple trees. Doesn't look like there's too many really big ones, so it should go pretty quick. Probably should do the inside one first. Makes the most sense to me. Mostly because we have room to fell the tree away from the cherry orchard. So we obviously aren't trying to kill any cherry trees today. That's not the goal. That would not be the goal. I got a couple new hats today from the John Deere guy. I got 2 winter hats and a new regular ball cap. So that's nice. Love that for me. If you were watching before, I don't like to leave all these branches here. I like to break those off so that I don't rub any of the excavator's hydraulic hoses on the arm onto the branches and potentially rip them off or break them. So I just like to skin it up a little bit. Those kind of look sharp, looking a little dangerous, but they don't want to come off. So away we go. Let's dig in. Probably can almost get away with doing 2 of these at once. this other tree right here. These roots have to be tangled up. Making our way across here. Just breaking up the roots a little bit. Trying to get down into the lower part here. There's always more, but the ground is very hard. And half of my bucket is wadded up with roots. Gotta get those off of there, just like that. Let's see if we can push it over already. Nope, she's holding firm. I think there's got to be a root right smack here in front of us. See if we dug one up. Not sure we got anything significant there, but another scoop of dirt away from the trunk is always going to be positive moves here. Positive moves. All right, who's ready? Type 1 if you think this tree's going down this time. Typed 1, but it's going down. Guess you guys are all wrong. All wrong in the chat. It's going down. What's that song? Timber? Not yelling timber. Oh, let's see. Gotta get the stuff off of this root ball. Gotta get the dirt off. Pick it up, drop it a couple times. One more drop. Much better, much better. Much better, it's much lighter. We can move the whole tree at once now. That's pretty neat. I love hydraulics. I can literally pick up an entire 80-foot pine tree, maybe 100-foot, and move it all at once. These hydraulics are badass. Got some more dirt on the window. Blurry, looks like. There's a little bit of a low spot here. We're going to try it. Try and fill in this low spot for me so I'm not bouncing around so much. Excuse me. Ugh. hitch. There's a big root right there. You know it's a good one when it pulls up half the tree trunk. Now we're talking, folks. We'll keep the dirt in the bucket. We'll need that. We'll need that elsewhere. That one was kind of headed for a cherry tree there. That was trouble. That's not what we want, folks. Another tree down. What are we up to now? How many trees? Is anyone counting? It's kind of an ugly looking tree too. Kind of ugly. It's got a all twisted up and mangled here. How did I know that this one was going to break easy as heck? I just knew it. Just had that vibe. Just kind of had that vibe to it. Just had that vibe. Buzz this one down to the buzzer down to the old burn pile here. A little too shaky for my liking, but now we gotta go back in the trunk. Where'd everybody go? Everybody quick comment. Hello, hello, who's here? What happened to my friends? My friends are gone. A lot of trees to take out, a lot of trees. A lot of trees, folks. Thumb out some. We have to thumb some roots out. That's our goal after the tree gets out. Gotta look around, see if we can find some. gotta clean all this up before we push the dirt back in there. Oh, that pasta from lunch is feeling a little heavy now. Got some more tree roots. Like I said, we just kind of thumb through it. First we pull the trees out. Then we fill the hole back in. Shirley, she's here. Oh, good. I was worried something happened to the comments. Welcome back. Did you leave? What a nice, peaceful, rainy afternoon, you know? Kind of a nasty day, but I guess it's a good day to pull trees out when you have moisture, so that's what we're doing. Kind of got a lot of, it's not that sandy there. I gotta quit doing that with the bucket. Jesus. Timber. How many trees to take out left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe 8 or 9. 8 or 9 left to answer your question. Lauren Murphy, what's up, brother? Is this your first live stream? We're just out here messing stuff up. We're out here pulling pine trees out. I don't know. That's the first time I've seen you in a live stream. Welcome. All are welcome. What's going on in Grand Rapids today? You're a whiz with that thing. I don't know if I'd say that. Maybe aggressively average. Maybe aggressively average. Some tree branches stuck up at the top. That's okay. Put in a nice floating shelf. The leveling comes after. I gotta get all the trees out first. First we feel around for the roots. Pull those out. But keep the topsoil over in one spot. The good stuff over one way. We like to sprinkle the topsoil back on the top, obviously, afterward. What happens to the wood? We burn it. I got a big stack behind me I keep taking the trees to, and we burn it. A big fire. Great to sit there with a cooler, just watch the old fire burn. Crush a couple bush lights. There she goes, folks. Oh, we gotta drive closer. We're stuck on the other tree. And we just missed the cherry tree right there. Woof. That was a little closer than I would have liked. But now we gotta get this thing closer. Our hydraulics cool. I literally am picking up a 80-foot tree. Do you need some firewood, Lauren? Do you want to break the top off? We could break this tree in half. It's not that big. It's not breaking. There we go. There we go, brother. What's up, brother? What you doing? Making my way through the hood. Remember that song? What was the name of it? What was that song? Sipping this yak. What was that? What was the name of that? Why can't I remember that? Boom, 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 boom. That was the grenade launcher. Funny. What's the name of that video? That was a funny ass YouTube video. That one really ranks up there with old Greg. Gotta stop doing that. That annoys me. Too close to what I'm trying to pick up. Too close. Just a touch too close. Sipping this yak. Bo, 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 bo. Alright, so we got a couple trees down. A couple down, a couple to go. A couple down, a couple more to go, folks. The neighbor's home. He likes to just sit in his yard and watch me. Strange. Oh, he's leaving actually. He does have a big dog fence back here that I gotta figure out how I'm gonna keep the trees from falling on. It's gonna be a tough little challenge. We'll figure that out when we get to it though. Try and get some of this dirt. Put back in. What happens to the wood? We burn it. Stack it up and burn it. Nobody wants to come get this wood from us, so we just gotta stack her up and burn it. Burn, burn, burn. Not to be confused with the popular Zach Bryan song. Just a couple more cleanup grabs here, and then we'll start ripping down the next 2 trees. This guy's got a little dog house here. That's on our property, so I think I'm gonna have to take that. It's old and decrepit. Beat up. Oops. I lied, only a couple more scoops here. Alright, I think we're ready. Alright, we're ready. I love that these trees aren't so big. They pull out real easy like this. Whoops. Alright, here we go. Oh. She's holding on, folks. We're gonna get behind it. We should be able to just pull the root ball up. I'm just gonna slide it, maybe a little twist. Maybe we just we do it that way. That was easier. This tree's not as big. Well, we're still carrying it. And it burns, burns, burns. Whoa. Just happen to catch the edge of that. Alright. Making our way. We're almost there. I wanted to get this whole this whole line done, so that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more trees to go today. 7 more trees to rot. Can we do it? Can we do it? If you guys have been watching for a while, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Join the crew. We don't have a name for our following yet. Join in. We farm on this channel. We're farming apples, farming cherries. If you want to know where your food comes from, this is a great spot for you. Oh, that tree's huge. That one's gonna be a pain in the butt, that's for sure. This one we could probably just push over without even digging. I don't know. Uh-oh. Whoops. We accidentally hit a cherry tree. Not happy about that. We could get in trouble for that. And I think we're going to be okay. Snap of this. Yes, yes. And we'll pull the rest of that here. Then we'll go ahead and grab both of them. Just like that. Alright, next. There's the doghouse we're going to have to work our way around. Did hit that cherry tree. Son of a gun! Twisted at the last second. I really just gave it a little nudge and it was going the way I thought it was gonna, and then all of a sudden it just let go. There's another neighbor staring at me now. I don't know what he wants, but he's wearing his hunting cap, so it's good. What do you want, buddy? I don't really want to talk to this guy. I've talked to him like 50,000 times. Doing a lot of staring. Get all those down. Those are always in the way. Except I want to take all of those with me, not part of them. Wow, it's so bouncy looking. The tracks there. This thing does not ride like a Cadillac, I'll tell you that. not ride like a Cadillac. We got this guy's house here. Little dog house. Should probably take that all the way to the bird pile. Actually, should probably just bury it so that I don't have to deal with the nails, but instead I just literally spread them around everywhere like a dingbat. Wasn't the hardest thing I've done today. Just stack it right here. Okay. Back to the trees. It's gonna make a huge mess, just by the size of it. But you can already tell. I guess we can take this one out too while we're at it. They all gotta come out. Except some of these are actually on our property, but we're gonna leave them so that the neighbor has a little bit of privacy. Because we're nice like that. We just hit 2 hours on the live stream. Wow. Wow. If you've been here for any extended period of time, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, watch the videos. We do long form content once a week. Those videos come out on Sundays. We make shorts and we do lives. Also a little bit on TikTok. You can check all that out. Please do. And welcome any new people. Down goes another tree. looked to be a little dangerous for a half a second there. That looked to be dangerous. Well, we got her figured out, folks. Get all the other ones done on the other side and then push on that one from the back. That way I don't hit that car, because I don't want to hit that car. I'd imagine I'll get in some trouble if I hit that car. That's a nice little Chevy. Heavy Chevy. Cut over here and try and get to these trees. There's a little mouse. I must have just ruined his home. I can't believe how dry it is in there still. That's crazy. Timber. And another one bites the dust, folks. There's some roots in here we gotta pluck out. Interesting. Easy now. Easy. Can't get away from it. You just can't get away. Wow. A lot of trees today, a lot of trees. Easier if I had a way to get rid of them. How many trees have I pulled out today? 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably close to 30. Probably 30 of these so far. Probably like 30. It's not too bad. I did have some more. I had to finish some work on the other side, so I didn't really start this right off the bat today. But nonetheless, I think I'm going to try and clean up the edge of this real quick. Before we call it a day. Try and level out as much. Just try and level out as much as we can. Clean up as much scrap. Especially on the edge of the orchard. Or you never know, we might have to drive through. I don't want it to be full of shit. Maybe more than 30 trees. Maybe more than 30 if they know. Ohio. Jeremy, welcome back. Good looking dirt, very dry. It even rained all day. And all of what's underneath here is all just, you can see it as soon as you get under the topsoil, it just dries right out. It's crazy. Good looking dirt. Looking a lot like sand. Looking very sandy. Doc says, looks sandy. Yes. A little bit sandy here for some reason. I'm not sure. Under the topsoil, it's still very dry. So this is probably not as sandy as it does, as it looks, but still very sandy. Still very sandy. So we're just kind of, before we go home today, we're just trying to kind of clean up the edge here. There's a lot of scrap little brushes and some high spots in the dirt, so we're just going to kind of drive backward toward the truck and clean some of this up. Location, this is Michigan. Michigan. What are you planting in its place? We're planting a deer fence in its place. We are removing these pine trees to make room for our deer fence. We don't want to fence ourselves out of some good flat land, so we're kind of going on this edge of this tree line up here and kind of cleaning up all the scrub brush and everything up top so that we can have more room for our deer fence. More ground to plant cherries later when these trees behind us, or behind the bucket, those were planted in 2004. When that orchard's done, we're going to have some extra ground that we can plant, some virgin soil. So that's kind of the point of what I'm doing here. We're preparing to put a fence up, essentially. The deer got to go, yes. Yes. Especially with the new trees, they'll eat them. They'll eat all the new growth, so that's why we're doing this. But I don't need all of this, and a lot of this is roots and nasty stuff. So here, there's a lot of dirt in that, but I think we'll live. I think we'll live. Couple trees at the far side, yeah, we gotta get, but I think that's gonna be a tomorrow problem. Just want to get the edge cleaned up here. Get it relatively flattened out, get as much of the leftover root balls. The deer gotta eat too. Nah, fuck, F that. Deer gotta go, my friend. Deer gotta go. Just going through with the teeth on the bucket. Just kinda scraping away. Scraping and dragging. You want to leave the dirt, but bring the roots. Bring the brush, leave the shit. No. That's backwards. That's backwards. We want to take the brush and leave the dirt. That's right. So that's what we're doing. Back and forth. Every time we pull this, we kind of lift up when he gets close, and it pulls the sticks up through the dirt, leaving a little bit behind. Deer have hundreds of acres behind them, and they still got to jump in front of your vehicle. Oh, that's so true. It's like they purposely wait until you get close, until there's a point of no return, and then they're like, all right, F it. There's a Chevy out there somewhere. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Hundreds. There's a lot of state land around us too, and they just always got to be in the way. Always got to be in the way. Yep. Here he comes. Jump. Or I like when they panic and they run like next to you and run parallel to your vehicle, and you're just sitting there waiting for them to just dart out. It's like they get panicked that they're close to something, but they also run the same direction of it, and it's like they can't figure out that you should just run a different direction, sideways, preferably into the woods and not to where the vehicle is coming from. But nobody said they were smart, I guess, huh? They were smart. Nobody. Nobody said they were smart. Poach a deer, it's state property. F it, dude. F it. Thanks. Pretty much made it back. Just trying to roll this dirt over. Get the thumb down. It's the bottom of the burn pile. Because it's got a little dirt in it. Don't necessarily want that on the top. So now I'm going to smooth this back up. And I think might want to check over the hydraulic fluid while it's warm before we shut it down. And I don't remember how I'm supposed to have the bucket. There's a certain way that you have to have the machine parked at in order to read the hydraulic fluid correctly. So we'll do that here after I finish up this last little bit. It's just state land. It's fine. I think, but I shouldn't do it that way. Our machine only has one window in the door, so if it's going to keep raining, I need to turn the cab the other way, so that if it rains, it doesn't come in the window. You know Margot? She's in TC. Margot who? A lot of people in TC. I think the bucket's supposed to be the other way. I think it's curled. think it's curled. I think this is how you check it. So we'll idle her down, let it idle for a minute. Always let her idle before you shut her down. All right. We are just at the bottom. Just at the bottom of the safe zone. So it's crazy. Way too runny. So that's what we did today. We got a couple trees left there. We had a couple trees left to go. We're gonna leave those ones back there. We got these, one there, two there. We got all the scraps. There's the burn pile. And then we also have all those to go. So maybe we'll be back tomorrow. We do have to get some things ready for planting cherries on Monday. So I'm not sure a priority will be running this machine, but we're gonna get the planting tractor ready. We got to get the planter hooked up to it and get ourselves in a successful position to have a great Monday of planting cherries. That only happens once every 5 years, so that's exciting. You guys can look forward to that. But that's going to be it for the day. Thanks everyone who joined in on our 2.5 hour live stream. It's been a good day. See you, Doc. Thanks for chiming in. If you guys watched any of this and you want to see more, get notified when the next video or the next time I go live, don't forget to subscribe. Smash that down below. You can see all the other videos on the channel. Check them out, poke around. We do a lot of stuff on here, not just pulling trees out. Do me a favor, do yourself a favor. Check those out. We'll catch you guys next time. Or we'll see you in the next video. How about that? We'll see you in the next video.